Hi, hello guys, welcome back. So excited to be sitting down sharing a full face of Sephora favorites. Most everything is a holy grail, things that I've been using for a long time and really love. But I also have a couple newer products that I am throwing into the mix, things that I have tried before, I just haven't been using as long, but wanted to share because I do genuinely love them. So this is perfect timing with the sale happening. The sale is running through the 14th if you're doing any shopping, but sale or not, these are all amazing products that I would recommend and hopefully can help give you a little bit of makeup inspo, maybe even a more in-depth look of any of these products if you've had your eye on them and have been wanting to try them out. Let's go ahead and just jump right in. First, I am going to prime, and I am very particular with my primers. I like things that are hydrating and glowy. I always want a glowy base, and the Hollywood Flawless Filter from Charlotte Tilbury is stunning, beautiful, gorge. I love this product. This is in shade 3. I've gone back and forth between shade 3 and shade 4. Just really depends on how tan I am. But I love this product. It's light, it's glowy, it's beautiful. You could use this for no makeup, and I typically will blend this one out with a brush. This is the Lawless foundation brush, which is perfect for blending out products like this. And hopefully you can see it just adds the prettiest, like, youthful glow to the skin. I honestly love this on its own during the summer if I'm doing like a beach day, pool day, anything like that, and I just want a little something on my face just to even out my complexion. And I'm just obsessed with how it blends out, how it looks, how it feels, literally all of it. So moving right along to foundation, I'm using the House Labs. This is the Triclone Skin Tech Foundation. I love this foundation. I think it is so beautiful. I love the formula of it. It blends out really well. I have the shade 220, which is light, medium, warm. I think I'm actually going to pick up another shade though, even though, I mean, this does match really well during the sale, just because I want to play around and see what light, medium, neutral looks like. But I mean, overall, this is a pretty good match, I would say. My face is also tanned right now. I use the Luxe Unfiltered Tan Drops, which is the perfect little natural glow in my opinion. I absolutely love those face tanning drops, and they're available at Sephora too. But I love the finish of it. I love how it blends out. It doesn't feel too heavy at all. It wears really beautifully throughout the day. It is always layered nicely with my other products too. This is one of my favorite concealers, and I'm about to open up a new one because the one that I've been using is empty. It is out. This is the Hourglass Vanish Concealer. A holy grail. It's so beautiful. It brightens. The coverage is amazing. A little goes a long ways. It will last you forever too. I use the shade Cotton, which I like because it is really brightening. I think it's creamy. It's full coverage. It doesn't feel too heavy though. Like, just that tiny amount is going to cover my entire under eye area, and then also my lid because I bring my concealer up on my lid. Okay, and then this is one of the newer products that I shared in my last Sephora haul. This is the Lys, or Lys, I still don't know how you say it, contour stick, and it is so creamy, and you don't need a lot. A little goes a long way. It glides right onto the skin. It is super pigmented. For the most part, I like the shape of it because I can get like larger areas, and then I can also get a bit more detailed if needed. And it's so creamy. I usually do my eyelids, but you don't need to for this because I have so much extra product. I can just go in and pat it out. But I have found that I am not great at putting the top on, and I've kind of made a little bit of a mess. So I mean, that's probably user error on my part, but this product is gorgeous. I have the shade Harmony. It is such a pretty deep bronze shade. It bronzes instantly, adds so much life into the skin. I love how creamy it is, and seriously just melts right in. The brush that I'm using is Real Techniques as well. Another new product that I talked about in my Sephora haul is the Unreal Liquid Blush from Hourglass. This is the one that I was saying, like, the application is a little funny, so you'll see, but the product and the color is so beautiful. So you have to like push up on this little squishy pad on the bottom to get the product out, which it's kind of annoying if you have nails, and then you have to dot it on. So yeah, I just don't love the application really. but the product itself is pretty. I'm gonna use my Sephora 99 brush. This brush is nice because I do feel like you can use it for liquid or powder products. But this is one, I think I got this last year, may have been the year before, but I really like this brush. It's the perfect size for blush products, whether they're cream or liquid or powder. I think it blends everything out really beautifully. And yeah, it's flat. It's on the flatter side. It's like fluffy, but it's dense. But the Hourglass blush, it is so pretty. It's not crazy pigmented like the Rare Beauty blushes, for example. I feel like these have a little bit more of like a sheen and natural finish to them, but you can build them up a little bit, and I like the end result of them. I think they're so pretty. Another one that I think is gorgeous for like a full glam look, but you could definitely use this for a no makeup or like during summertime if you just wanted to add a little flush to the cheek. Okay, now for my tried and true setting powder, which I did not bring up here, so let's locate that. Okay, tried and true setting powder is the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. I've been using this for years. It just does not disappoint. My makeup looks great every single time. And how I do my setting powder is I set everywhere that I put concealer and under my contour. So pretty much my whole face ends up getting set by the end of my makeup routine, which I prefer because I bring glow back into it with powders, which I'll show you guys. And that way it just lasts so much longer and nothing moves. Also now with Banks, like he's constantly trying to grab at my face, so I also don't want any wet products or like, yeah, my makeup to transfer to his sweet little hands. That would not be ideal. Moving on to bronzer, all of my concealer areas are set at this moment. Moving on to bronzer, the Hourglass Radiant Light. What is the name of this? I can never say it. Radiant Bronze Light. Amazing. Love. So pretty. It's a baked bronzer. It does have some shimmer in it, but I never feel like it looks glittery. I love this bronzer. I love Hourglass powders in general. I'm actually shocked I don't own a blush yet. I have so many blushes, but I'm very tempted to, actually I do have a blush. They're in my palettes. So annoying. This is a sign I have too much makeup. Anyways, I was gonna say I'm tempted to put an Hourglass blush in my cart, but now that I've reminded myself that I do in fact own multiple blushes, they're just in a palette, I will not be doing that. But if you don't own an Hourglass bronzer or blush or the any of their Radiant Light powders in general, they are so pretty. The most gorgeous, flawless finish. These are kind of like, oh, maybe not. I was gonna say same but different. This is my favorite and probably what I'm gonna use today because I feel like it just matches a little bit better with the liquid blush that I used. This one is the House Labs that I just got, which is so pretty. It's really stunning. But this Laura Mercier one, I feel like these are underrated and they are so gorgeous. They have so many different colors. I love the finish of these. And I grab for this all the time. This is in the shade Passion Fruit. I have like every single shade in these, but all of the colors are just stunning and the finishes are so pretty. And I'm just quickly taking a little bit of loose translucent powder on my fluffy brush and I'm setting underneath. I've been doing my brows a little bit different and using some different products. So I've been brushing them up with a spoolie and then I go through with my brow gel, which this is available at Sephora. This is the 24-hour brow gel from Benefit, which is my favorite. I've been using this for ever and ever and I absolutely love it. I love how it holds. I love the brush on this. It's one of those that you can build up, so I feel like you can give your brows more of a gentle hold or you can like really have them just kind of gelled in place depending on what you want, what you like. But anyways, I've been doing this, so I gel them first. I let them dry, so I'm gonna go through now and do my eyeshadow, and then I come back through with this pen, which is not Sephora Fine. This is the Faux Brow from L'Oreal, and I'm obsessed with this. Such a fun product. It's a little micro filling pen, so it's kind of similar to the Benefit one, but I like this better. I feel like this just applies better, and this is two-pronged, whereas the Benefit I think is like 3 or 4. So I don't know, you can just get really detailed, do hair-like strokes. The way I've been doing my brows with the gel first and then going through with the pen, I feel like gives them a laminated look, and I've had my brows laminated before, so I feel like it looks very similar, which I like. I would love to get my brows laminated again. I just have not had time. So this is a good little option. So obviously not a Sephora find, but a drugstore find, and one of my favorite brow products that I've ever used. And I do not get excited about brow products. That's like my least favorite thing. Like that and eyeliner I find so boring when it comes to makeup. Like I just could care less. But this brow product I've been obsessed with. So anyways, we will move along and do my shadow while my brows are drying. This is my Holy Grail palette. I'm actually gonna buy another one during the sale because I've had this for an embarrassingly long amount of time, like almost 5 years. I probably shouldn't even be using it still, but I love it. It's just like the most gorgeous, beautiful palette. I say this, I think every time I use it, but if I could only use one palette for the rest of my life, it would be this one. It has all my perfect shades, such a good mix of shimmers and mattes. Like I can do 1,001 different looks with this. I love it. So anyways, for today, if I can find any of my shadow brushes, I'm gonna start with this shade here that I'm almost out of. This is the shade Seashell. I almost said Seashell. Seashell, and it's such a good transition color. I love this for a crease color, for a lid color. It's like just the best brown. I use pretty light pressure. Then I'm gonna take this pink shade, which is Petal. It's another matte shade. And I just like to add this to like the middle of my lid to my outer corner. And I'm applying it with my finger, and then I'll go through with the brush and just blend that out. Since I have green in my eyes, I guess I technically have hazel eyes, but I feel like they pull more green. I love pinky tones because I feel like it just kind of makes them pop. So there's that, nothing crazy. Now I'm gonna take the white shade Swan, and that is gonna go in the inner corner to the rest of my lid. And then to finish that off, I'm gonna take the shade Cocoa, this dark brown here, and this is what I love using as a shadow color. I love a eyeshadow, what did I say, shadow color? Love using it as a shadow liner, which is my favorite way to do eyeliner. I mean, it's the only way that I do eyeliner. It takes 2 seconds, it always looks good, and this is just so much softer, I think, than doing like a full-blown eyeliner. And I'm just using a Wet n Wild brush, but I have a bunch of different angled brushes that I will switch up just depending on how sharp I want my wing, how deep I want the color, because I feel like it definitely, like the brush size and density definitely will change how sharp and how the shade ends up applying. So like this one is a little bit more on the fluffy side, whereas I have a Morphe one that if I want like a super sharp wing and like just a little bit tighter, I'll use that. This one I went a little bit overboard on. That's okay. Clean it up. That's the other thing I love about shadow liner. If you mess up, it's so much easier to go in and like fix. My brow gel is where I want it to be, so I'm just gonna quickly go through and fill these in before I do mascara. The only thing that has been annoying with this pen is there's no shade names on them. So I got these in PR and I have no idea what colors they sent me. And I do like this one, but I think I'm gonna try to get a lighter brown. I'm using the lightest one that they sent me, and I cannot imagine going any darker than this. And this is fine, it matches my root color really well, but I would like to have something just a little softer. So I don't know what happened, but my favorite mascara is no longer sold at Sephora. It always has been until recently, but I love the Tarte Maneater. It's available at Tarte, it's available at Ulta. If you get it at Tarte, I have a discount code that will take, I think it's 15% off. But I just absolutely love this. I was going to use something else that's available at Sephora, but I just feel in my heart like, why not use what I truly love, and that's this mascara. So that's what I'm gonna use today. I don't know why they took it off. It depressing, but at least if any of you want to try this, there's still an option for a discount through my code. I finally feel like my lashes are coming back. Gorge. And what I mean is just like, I think I've mentioned this, but I swear with like all my hormones changing from pregnancy to postpartum to now, I think both my lashes and my brows have shed. So I've been using my Dime Lash Serum, which I do think has helped so much, but gosh, I feel like I was going through it for a little bit with my brows and lashes and it was not great. I am like hit or miss these days if I do mascara on my bottom lashes. I am not today because I'm just not feeling it, but if I am, this one is stunning, beautiful, gorge. I love how it looks on my bottom lashes. I just feel like sometimes mascara on my bottom lashes looks a little bit overpowering because my bottom lashes are pretty long and this just looks a little bit more lifted, so I'm gonna stick with just top lashes today. Lips are my favorite because I feel like it just ties everything all in together and like really makes the look come to life. I can actually like feel pretty. I don't feel put together until my lips are done. So lip liner, these are some of my favorites. I feel like they're underrated. I never see anybody talk about these, but I know a handful of my girlfriends agree and really love these as well. They're the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip Liners. These are amazing because they roll up. You don't have to worry about sharpening them, which personally I love. Like I don't want to have to worry about sharpening a lip liner every time I want to use it. So I like that I can just roll these up. They stay on forever. They glide right on. The color is beautiful. That's how I know FedEx is at my house, because these poor drivers have a truck with the worst brakes. But the shade that I'm using is Dusty Rose. This is one of my favorite colors. If you like pinky, mauvey nudes, this is perfect. Okay, then this is one of my favorite lipsticks. It's the Lawless Forget the Filler lipstick in the shade Annie. I love these. Annie, what other one? Annie is my favorite. It's my most used. I do also like Platinum. That one's perfect if you want to like lighten up the center a little bit. Honestly, you could do that with this one too. And then Wedding Day is also really pretty, but if you like a pinky nude, this is perfect. This is the best. I love this lip gloss. It has the best formula, the best color. I love the applicator. I shared this in my last Sephora haul. It's the Faux Filler Gloss. Amazing. I wish I had gotten this sooner. Do you see that? I love it. I think it is so pretty. I have the shade She Flirty. It is stunning. This one has just a little bit of shimmer to it. I think the color is perfect. It's not sticky. It is hydrating. It's so shiny. Final finishing touches. I always go through with the Dior palette. I now have both of them. I have shade 1 and shade 2. I was just noticing that the Dior is different on both of them. I don't know why. But anyways, this has been my holy grail. I use this religiously, but I want to share this one with you because this is the new one that I picked up and I've definitely used this one before. Both are stunning. These powders are the most beautiful thing I have ever come across in my life. They are just so glowy and beautiful. They're so versatile. You can use this for 1,000,001 different things. I'm gonna use this champagne shade and this peachy shade. I like to mix them a lot for my cheeks, so we're gonna add in some glow with that. I'm gonna do my cheeks. I'm gonna do my nose. And I still love doing my Cupid's bow. I think it's so pretty, but yeah, these are like just the most stunning thing ever. It's definitely a lit from within kind of glow, if you ask me. If I ever think it looks too heavy or need a blend, I just take my blush brush with no extra product and go back over it. And then if I can find a little inner corner brush, I love adding this to my inner corner. Let me see if I can find it. And then I've been taking the champagne shade and putting this in my inner corner, and it's so pretty. The white shade in the other palette, that's the one I would frequently use for my inner corner when I was using that one. This one I feel like is just as bright, but a little softer, which I'm obsessed with. Well, this is the finished look. I feel like we did a complete transformation. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this entire lineup of step by step, quite literally, of how I get this look, all of my Sephora favorites that I use to create it. As always, I will have everything along with shade names linked down below if you want to check any of it out. I'll definitely have some more get ready with me's, makeup looks, tutorials, chatty get ready with me's to come in the very near future. So stay tuned, keep an eye out for those. But I love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning back in, and until next time.